Hi, this is Merrill Homan Charette, and in today's episode of Boater's Education, we are going to be debunking the myth about getting a sailing qualification while on a sailing vacation or bareboat charter. First off, when combining a sailing vacation with earning a certificate might seem like the perfect plan. You can learn to sail while enjoying a week in paradise, but the reality is it's just not as simple as it sounds. We're going to be diving into the details of this kind of concept and if having an instructional charter is what you want to do. Before we get into this, Nautic Ed offers a ton of different guidance on bareboat charters. They're also a charter agency and have instructional skippers. So, if you're looking to get on to a charter, Nautic Ed is going to be the place that you're going to want to check out. Okay, so let's debunk the zero to hero programs. First off, the idea of going from a complete beginner to a qualified bareboat charter skipper in a week sounds tempting, but these are called zero to hero programs, and frankly, they don't end up working out. It's important to note that these charter companies, their most kind of pressing concern is they want to see that you have experience. Yacht charter companies look for solid sailing resumes and not just certificates. They want to see that you have over 20 days of skippering a boat of similar size. I mean, if you're a charter company, you don't want to just hand over the keys to $1 million boat to someone who has no idea what they're doing. That's just the reality. Another thing about this zero to hero programs is that it really does take time to build competence on the water. Beyond handling sails and the helm, a skipper also needs to know how to navigate, be an engineer, and a safety officer. And a lot of these skills require more than a single week of going out on a vacation and trying to figure it out. There are two key questions that you need to ask yourself before you even try to attempt this idea of getting a certificate while on a sailing vacation. First off, what's your previous experience in training? If you're already close to meeting the requirements for a bareboat charter certificate and just need a refresher, vacation training might make sense. But if you're a complete beginner, it's unrealistic to think that you'll gain the skills needed to safely skipper a boat in just 1 week. Our advice over here is to start with some online courses to build a strong foundation before the trip, and then when you go on this vacation, work on these practical skills. The second question to ask is, what are your expectations for this vacation? So training often conflicts with the vacation fun. Snorkeling trips might end up being swapped with man overboard drills. Relaxing drinks on the bow turn into hours of navigation and docking practice. Unless your entire crew is committed to serious training, someone's expectations are not going to be met on this trip. What are our recommendations on charter training? If you're unsure, here are some alternatives, right? You can hire an instructional skipper. Nautic Ed's got a bunch of skippers. They can teach you the practical skills while you're on your vacation. You'll learn things like provisioning, managing the dinghy, navigating in unfamiliar waters, and a bunch of other things. Option 2 is to train locally first. Build experience at home before you actually go out on your trip. Take some of these online theory knowledge courses first, and then meet up with some instructors locally that can kind of give you all the practical training. 3, set realistic expectations. So if you decide to combine training with a vacation, understand that true mastery takes time. Focus on gaining skills rather than rushing to earn a certificate. And 4, hire a local captain. Plenty of local captains that are happy to share their knowledge and give you valuable insights into an area and build your sailing skills. Now, a sailing vacation, it's about creating unforgettable memories, whether you're training or relaxing or both. Do take a look at the Nautic Ed Sailing Vacations Agency. They can really guide you through this whole process and make it smoother. If you got any questions, reach out to them. They know what they're doing. I'll even leave their email in the show notes as well.